Hello folks, and welcome to Author Adjacent, a show about the journey from hobbyist writer to professional author. I'm your host, Michael Vadney, author of Crownfall, a noble dark fantasy adventure. But more importantly, this is the one that we have been building towards. After 30 books, 5 semifinalists, and weeks of reading and deliberating, Team FanFiAddict is finally ready to reveal our finalist for SPFBO 11. This is the book that will go to compete against 9 other finalists in the final round of the competition. But before we get there, I want to take a second to shout out our 5 semifinalists, because every one of them earned their spot, and every one of them deserves your attention. We have Blackwater by Emily Blakeney, Flint in the Bones by Ava St. John, Grave Covenant by Tobias Youngblood, No More Levels by Benjamin Barrett, and Shadows of the Sunderlands by Corbin Rooke. Seriously, if any of these caught your ear during our earlier coverage, go check them out. You won't regret it. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Team FanFiAddict's finalist for SPFBO 11 is No More Levels by Benjamin Barrett. And look, this was not an easy choice. We had a really strong group of semifinalists, and there are deserving books that are not going to make it to the finals simply because we only can choose one. But when the dust settled, No More Levels won us over. And I want to tell you why. In this book, we follow Rin, a potato farmer, waiting to turn 16 so that he can conquer a dungeon, earn a class in the game of gods, and start grinding his way toward becoming someone powerful. This is classic LitRPG territory. But here is where Barrett flips the script. Rin is stuck at level 6 forever. His big plans go completely off the rails from the jump. And that's where the magic happens. What makes this book special isn't the system. It's what Rin, the main character, does with a broken one. He finds ingenious ways to use his limited abilities to solve problems nobody has faced before. So what made this our finalist? Well, I have 5 reasons that kept coming up across all of our judges. First, it's fun. Sometimes you just need a book that's just fun, and multiple judges said exactly that in their reviews. The quips, the humor between Rin and the rest of the cast are genuinely entertaining, and the banter keeps the pages turning. One of our judges called it the perfect popcorn reading, the kind of book that you can knock out in a weekend and walk away with a smile. Second is Rin himself. Over and over again, the team called him lovable. Not just interesting or well-written, but lovable. He's the kind of character you root for from page 1. Watching him navigate a world that's stacked against him with cleverness and charm rather than raw power was deeply satisfying. Third, the world building and the magic system. Barrett has clearly thought through how everything works within this story. The system feels complete and internally consistent without ever bogging you down with the mechanics. It enhances the story rather than replacing it. One of our judges, a self-described veteran of the LitRPG space, said that this book strikes the right balance between character progression and plot progression. Something that a lot of LitRPG books really struggle with. And this is a big one, it's a standalone. In a genre where dozens of books in a series is considered just average, a single self-contained novel is genuinely rare. Barrett took this challenge on knowingly, and he delivers a complete journey with a beginning, middle, and satisfying end in one volume. Multiple judges flagged this as a breath of fresh air in the LitRPG and fantasy space as a whole. And fifth, this book converted skeptics. One of our judges went into this round of the competition saying that LitRPG is just flat out not their genre. They've tried and DNF multiple popular series within this genre. but they had to read No More Levels because it made it as a semi-finalist. And they're glad that they did. I think their exact words were, "Oh my god, I'm super glad I did." They went from LitRPG Skeptic to wondering if they might be a fan now, as long as they can find more books like this one. When a book can do that, when it can reach across genre lines and win someone over who they thought the genre just wasn't for them, that's something special. One more thing that I wanted to highlight from our judges' notes is that this is a very clean read. There's no crude humor, no heavy language. It's safe for YA readers, but intriguing enough for adults. One of our judges even compared it to middle grade or young adult feel in how the story is structured, while still delivering real stakes and a satisfying adventure. If you're looking for something that you can hand off to a younger reader, or just want a lighter, more hopeful tone, this delivers. If you're a fan of anime like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, or just love the feeling of conquering a Zelda dungeon, or if you just want a genuinely fun fantasy that will leave you smiling, No More Levels is absolutely for you. Congratulations to Benjamin Barrett. We're excited to see what this one does in the finals. And there it is, Team FanFiAddict's SPFBO 11 journey from 30 books to 1 finalist. No More Levels by Benjamin Barrett heads to the finals. But I want to say this one more time. Please check out all 5 of our semi-finalists. All of these books had our judges excited and deserve your attention. For that matter, go back to the previous cut episodes. There were 30 books in our allotment, and so many of them have something special to offer to the right reader. A huge thank you to everyone who submitted their book to SPFBO 11. It takes courage to put your work into a competition like this, and every one of you should be proud. And to Benjamin Barrett, good luck in the finals. We're rooting for you. Until next time, let's be author adjacent together.